It's on, yes, we're back on the roof. The Pozo Training Diary, episode 1, 2018 is here. We're back on the roof. Not the same roof as usual. We're at the back of Pozo this time. Moritz Malk's roof, actually. We're a little bit late coming this year. I did have a slight problem. The flight left yesterday. Fuck! 30 years of flying. Never missed a flight.
I'm assuming there's no misses.
I turned up a whole day late. All the kit into the airport took me ages. Got up to the desk and she's looking at me like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here to go to Gran Canaria. She's going, there isn't a flight today. Absolute disaster. I had to book another flight. Oh, God. So cheers to my dad for sorting me out, taking me back to another airport. And I'm here anyway. That's it. Long story short, I'm here. I turned up and I was greeted by the one and only Jonas from Pozo Wins. Obviously, they do transfers from the airport. And guess what? They're sponsoring the diaries. Of course they are. Of course they are. So Pozo Wins are sponsoring the diaries this year. If you are coming to Pozo, book and hire your gear through these guys. They've got all the new gear and they've got everything to do the transfers. They can sort out accommodation. Literally, they are the one-stop shop here in Pozo. So get hold of Pozo Wins. Like I say, they have got all the new gear. They've got new simmer boards. They've got simmer sails. They've got, what else? They've got Goya, Quattro, Fanatic, North sails. Or have they got North sails? Maybe not, because it's a new era that all the guys from North Sails have got rid of the name. It was only licensed. They've got rid of that name and they've started up their own brand, Duotone, or as the Italians call it, Duotone. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Everything apparently is exactly the same. It's only the name change. I saw the guys actually from the North or Duotone team getting all their boxes delivered the other day. Obviously, Victor Fernandez still on the team. Adam Lewis still on the team. Galito Estrado still on the team. All the guys exactly the same. Just got the new sails. So that's going to be interesting. We can't officially launch them yet, but hopefully when they get on the water, I will be there filming. And who is this guy? Remember those legs? Yes, they're now back in one piece. Alessio Stilrich is up and moving. So, yeah, he's back. He's been on the water a few times, but he's not been pushing the level just yet, he said. He's just happy to be back, moving, walking, doing whatever. They seem to be going all right. So it's going to be interesting to see what tricks he's up to. Will he be entering the comp? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going to be a tough ask. But talking about the comp, everyone here has been, well, a lot of the pros turned up early this year. I know Goito has been here for over a month. That's pretty crazy. Robbie Swift, Marcilio Brown, Victor Fernandez, Adam Lewis, all these guys, Jager Stone. They've all been here nice and early, ready and training. The problem is the weather hasn't really been playing ball. It's been, I think they've had a couple of good days, but you can literally count them on one hand. It's not been an epic pre-season, I suppose, or at least the last month. I think the winter's been really good in GC, but just recently it's gone a bit pooky. But it doesn't stop them. They've still been out there doing stuff. Just that interest, what have they been doing? Saw John Sky the other day doing a spot of foiling. Yeah, he's getting into it. And he's got this high wind setup. And maybe you guys are into a bit of foiling, but this thing is an old race kiteboard that he's converted, stuck his foil in that. It looks like about less than 2 meters, probably 180 long. He's put a little mass track in it. It's pretty crazy. He was on a 5.0 the other day, and he was cruising along doing nice foil to foil jibes, and he's been loving it. I wanted him to go for some jumps, but we never really saw any jumps. Although he did pass it on to his mate, I think he was called Timo, and he looked a little bit hesitant, and then went for a forward. Come on, son. That's it. That's it. There's his chat. Oh, that's what he wanted to do. I'm not quite sure he wanted to go for that forward. There was a big ooh and an ah from the crowd, that's for sure. Ricardo Campella's been over here. He's been doing a bit of foil boarding. A lot of the guys, I mean, surfing-wise, and he's been getting some good waves. He's been up north, so they've been keeping themselves active. I think pool has been quite high on the list of activities. Victor Fernandez going against Mark Paré. Mark Paré getting the better of him. Could that happen in the main competition? It's a tough ask, but it's going to be a very interesting comp this year. There's a lot of guys pushing super hard. Oh. But before we go to the sailing, we got to check out some haircuts because there's a few haircuts been going on. High-profile haircuts. Well, Mark Perez had a little bit of a trim. As you can see that, a little bit of a trim. But got to believe the highest-profile haircut on tour, Jake Shetaway. Yes, you remember those big locks he had the last couple of years? I mean, he was kind of his trademark. They've all gone. It's gone. It's gone. He now looks a little bit like Ricardo. Yeah, you reckon? What do you reckon? You see what I mean? There's definitely something in that. There's definitely something in that. Unfortunately, I haven't got any of him sailing since I've been here. The conditions haven't really been good. But we do have some sailing, and that's what we're going to go to next. Firstly, what we're going to talk about, I would say, let's go with Pons and Mark Paré, Simmer team. They've been pushing each other pretty hard. You know, one-footed backies, the usual stuff. And these boys, I have to say, I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Simmer team, but they're pushing pretty hard this year. And they've got a few sneaky moves I've been watching. But the backies looking good. Like I say, really small conditions when I was filming. I was filming from down in the bunker, not the easiest. But yeah, they've been doing good. And I've been watching doubles as well. Mark's maybe not going quite so well, but he said he clicked the other day and he's sorted them out. We'll have to wait and see. And Pons, though, check this thing. He definitely had enough rotation and height. Oh! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Little bit over rotation. Tweaked a little bit of the knee there. He's got some really nice ones I've seen in the pre-season that I've been watching online. Filming at the bunker, I've got to say, it was slightly annoying because every time I moved, because it was so small, they were jumping past the bunker, so they would go and I'd lose them. I remember Pablito on the old Sail Loft Hamburg, who do sponsor Windsurfing TV, so we'd definitely give him a shout out. But I was filming him and he just goes behind the bunker as he does like a perfect tweak push loop. I was like, Urgh. And then Japanese Musso. Yes, the Japanese are here. I just missed a couple of him, but he was doing some lovely playing in tweaked push loops. And he looks like on form, I got to be honest. Japanese Musso, or Takara, to give him his proper name. He's pushing hard. I think he did pretty well in that Pirouet in Morocco as well, so good both ways. And his training buddy, Takuma, a little bit younger, but that fella has moved up as well, getting the push loops down. See him land some nice back loops. Yeah, the Japanese crew are pushing hard. Also pushing hard at the moment, the guys whose roof are on, Moritz Maug, and he has been really stepping up the jumping. Wow. Not bad, mate. You're getting there. You're getting there. But he's obviously still got his wave right. Seen him bust out 360s the other day. I didn't get the goiter into something else or the clay. I think I missed that, but double 360 nearly got. He's definitely got some moves. I've just seen him unveil a brand new board downstairs right now. So I'm sure he's going to be pushing hard. And we've got to talk about him. He got some new boards the other day. I managed to capture as he was unveiling them. Ricardo Campello, yes. Well, there's always fireworks when he's around. But he unveiled the new boards. Hacked out. First run. Well, quite a small back loop, but he still had some moves. He had some, I think he did quite a big old planing forward, like a stall planing forward, looked nice. Did some cheesy, weird forward as well, which was a bit odd. And then I'm thinking, it's tiny. I'm not joking, it was rubbish. Push forward attempt. I only caught the end of it, but look at that thing. Oh. It's a nasty old crash, but to even think about going for a push forward in that means he's on it. And then I think he got a bit annoyed with himself. He's like, right, I'm going to bosh out the double. And he comes flying in and just sends this double, gets the super whip, and just check the landing on this thing. Yeah, Mark Paré got a face full of spray sitting at the bunker. Okay, I might have just set that up. But there was a literally load of spray come down. Me and Jose Pina were actually at the bunker. And there was definitely spray hitting us. So Ricardo Campello, like I say, he looks on form. He looks pumped up. Be interested to see how he goes in the competition this year. From Ricardo Campello, we've got to go to the women. Because the women... There's a lot of them this year. Rumour is they're getting equal prize money to the men. The government have gone for the equal rights thing. It's not official yet, but that's the rumour on the beach. And there's a fair few signed up. I think over 20-odd entries in the women's fleet. Going to be the biggest women's fleet for a long time. And obviously the big names are here. Sarah Keita, fresh from her second place in Morocco. is here. Saw her do a lovely forward the other day. Justina Schnaddy turned up from Australia. Again, not much footage of her, but I got her doing her just before the bunker. Nice back loop, loads of speed. You can tell when the girls are on it because they're going quick into the jumps. And like I say, it wasn't a great day, but a nice little back loop there. And then Lena Erpenstein, I haven't got the best footage of her, but I saw her going for some tweaked push loops and then this delayed forward where the landing looked pretty hard.
Whoa! Ouch!
Yeah, that's a bit of a backslapper. We got to talk about Guito. I haven't talked about Guito because he, like I say, he's been here the longest. And he is on fire. Seen him 360 the other day. He's been boshing out some nice back loops. I think in the warm-up before we got here, some sick doubles. So, and he hasn't, rumour has, been on a freestyle board for all the time he's been here. Yeah, he means business. I have heard, though, his quad board, he's took the 2 front fins out and he's going with the twin. It's gone Costa style. More on that news, hopefully this week, because this week, as we talk now, is looking insane. The forecast is just lit up, and we are going to have some all-time Pozo. So you just guessed it, the Pozo training diaries this week coming up. This is like the warm-up one, setting the scene, because the action is going to be as good as we've ever seen it if that forecast holds. So Rocket Man's going to come back. We're going to have, what, big balls? Yeah, I mean, this week we didn't have much big balls action apart from this.
Ah, that's big balls.
Yeah, we can't put that in. We can't put that in. But we've got Shredder of the Week. We've got loads of stuff coming up. So there we go. That's it. I've probably talked about a load of rubbish, but we've set the scene. We're in Pozo. We are ready. The forecast is coming. Stay tuned to windsurfing.tv. And we're going to have all the action. Shit.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, we're going to see more of that sort of stuff. That's what we want to see. Push loop off the lip. Antoine turning up. They're all turning up. It's going to be a very interesting week. And once again, thank you, everybody, for supporting the diaries. If you want to chuck in some support, keep Windsurfing TV going. You got to do it. The beer money's over here. You can click on that link because obviously that would be very, very useful. Subscribe to the channel. Obviously, give us a thumbs up, and you can click on maybe some old episodes of the diaries over here.